Today I am going to be bringing you the annual Beauty Heroes review of all Beauty Heroes reviews. I call this my Beauty Heroes retrospective. I did do one of these last year, which is crazy because it means that I have now been working with Beauty Heroes as one of their brand ambassadors for 2 years, over 2 years. And I think that it's really, really important to do the annual retrospective. Things definitely change from a first impression, and oftentimes when the brand ambassadors for Beauty Heroes are reviewing the boxes, we've been trying the products for max 3 weeks usually. Sometimes, the first impression will stick, but a lot of times it evolves, and things that you didn't think you liked, you end up liking, and things you really liked initially end up phasing out, just kind of how it goes with beauty products, as you know. Everything I'm going to tell you in this video is obviously just my personal opinion. I always endeavor to be as honest as possible. It's just honestly from my perspective. Sometimes I can speculate on how particular products might work for people with different skin types and such, but I'm such almost like a phenomenological reviewer. I've been thinking a lot about phenomenology, which is basically a methodology of interacting with your reality as it is without sort of any conceptual or theoretical underpinning. I think I had a very, very cursory introduction to phenomenology when I was in graduate school, and it was not the route that I took. And it's not even a very popular school of research. Why am I talking about this? I guess I bring that up to say that for me, kind of firsthand experience with products is really, really important. So it's like I'm really speaking from my perspective, and I hope that that's helpful to some of you who might have sort of similar skin types or skin concerns or beauty product concerns in general, and could then extrapolate to, your own life. It's a lot of trial and error. And so when people ask me, what I recommend, I like to give like a couple of recommendations. And then sometimes people really want like the one thing, and it's sort of like you're just gonna have to go through the trial and error process, aren't you? Just like the rest of us. So before we get into the video, I just wanna say a couple of things. First, thank you so much to Beauty Heroes for continuing to support my channel by sending me boxes to review, and for being so engaged with me as a content producer and also the LAMOUR community. Jeannie Jarno is the person behind Beauty Heroes, and I just think she is such an exceptional human, and I just really, really respect and look up to her as a businesswoman and a friend and a fellow beauty enthusiast. Second, I just want to thank everybody who supports L'Amour et la Musique on Patreon. I am so thankful for those of you that are over there and to help expand L'Amour et la Musique into future directions. So if you would like to see what I'm up to over there, I always have a link down below in the description bar. There's exclusive content and perks for patrons that I'm very active on. I'm on there pretty much every day, and I'm posting at least a couple of times a week. A huge merci beaucoup to my patrons. Now let's review some beauty products. So I'm going to be reviewing 12 boxes, October 2016 through September 2017. I think I actually am going to throw in the September 2016 box, but not really do it in depth, because I think I included it in my last year's retrospective. It was sort of a preliminary review at that point. And then for next year, I'm going to include the October Beauty Heroes box, which is the Liné box. I don't really feel like that has a place in this video yet, since I've only been using it about a month. Yeah, I totally have a list. I'm going to also be covering the 3 elective boxes that happened in this time frame: the fall 2016 makeup box with Vapour, the 13th Beauty Discovery, which featured Kahina, and the spring 2017 makeup box featuring Au Naturale. I'm going to save the Gressa box for next year. I'm overwhelmed. I'll just say a few brief words about the September 2016 box, which featured Uma. And the box included the Uma Intensely Nourishing Hair Oil and the Ultimate Brightening Face Mask. I adore the hair oil. A year later, I used up the entire bottle. I did have problems with the cap breaking off the top, as you can see, so I had to decant about a quarter of the bottle into another jar and use it up that way. towards the very end. So this product is now a year old, more than a year old. And just in the last, I think I finished this last month. I had a small amount left, probably enough for 3 or 4 applications, and the oil turned. So it's very, very easy to tell when an oil in a product, whether it be a hair oil, body oil, face oil, turns. It's just gonna smell like plastic. It's gonna smell not good, and the texture is going to become very thick. That's how I can tell when products go off. So it took a year for that to happen with this. I think a year is a reasonable amount of time to get through this bottle. This is my favorite UMA product. I am actually I've slowly been in the process of moving away from very essential oil heavy skincare. I use it as sort of more interspersed as opposed to like a daily thing. So I've a little bit moved away from UMA's face oils, but I would absolutely, absolutely love to have another bottle of this in my life at some point. This with Stark's Tendril are my 2 favorite hair oils that I've ever tried. They are sort of different. As far as the mask, I did like this. I've tried another UMA mask as well. I did have an issue with it drying out towards the end. You can see I didn't use all of it. I liked it when I used it. I could never leave these masks on more than 10 or 15 minutes, or I felt like they were really kind of like sucking like everything out of my face, and I have quite normal skin for the most part. Very, very heavily essential oil fragranced as well, but you know, really nice. I know that there was a whole, you know, online kerfuffle about these growing mold. I never had that issue. I would say use up UMA products within a year and you'll probably be good in terms of them staying fresh. Okay, then we move into October 2016, which was a box featuring Bottega Organica. The hero product was their Illuminate Eye Contour Cream, and the sidekick was their Lemon Cleansing Face Oil. My favorite of these two was actually the face cleansing oil. You'll see as I review the boxes, sometimes the sidekick is more of the hero product for me, but obviously I can understand why they made this the sidekick. The value of this product, if I remember, was like $140 or something. I did use the whole thing up. Again, this was another product that had sort of a big issue with mold on it for a substantial number of people, and that was because of a production error on the part of Bottega Organica. I believe there had been some sort of water leakage into some of the batches. I think a lot of people had issues with their product. Beauty Heroes, I think, remedied it swiftly, replaced them immediately, or they just took care of people how people wanted to be taken care of. That sounds really weird, but I really do feel like Beauty Heroes customer service is literally like platinum level, diamond level. If you ever have a problem with an order, I would say don't hesitate to reach out to them because they're just very, very amenable to engendering customer loyalty for sure. So I used this all up. It lasted me probably 6 or 7 months with regular use. It's certainly not a product that I think I would pay $145 out of pocket for. The experience of it was really nice. It was quite cooling. It had a really nice light creamy texture, so it was fine to use in the morning. And I think I would often maybe pat this over like a heavier oil at night. I'm not even really fully remembering. I did finish it a while ago. So the scent was sort of nice and herbal and light. It was fine. I wouldn't say that it's one of like the top eye products I've ever used, to be honest. It is a little perplexing to me that it retails for that price. I really enjoyed the lemon cleansing face oil though. I love a face oil for cleansing. The lemon in this was really bright and effervescent. I know some people don't like using citrus in skincare at night because it can be quite enlivening, but you know, give me all the citrus, I don't really care. I really enjoyed this. Okay, November 2016 was with Josh Rosebrook. This is now, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd box with Josh Rosebrook. This box was. And it featured the Cacao antioxidant mask as well as a travel size of the Hydrating Accelerator toner, which I don't have. I must have inadvertently thrown it into another, I think I probably put it in an empty products video or something. You can see I have about half of this product left. The product that I always say that this is most close to is Mahalo's The Bean. I find them very similar in both experience and effect. The thing about this is that it's so good within the first couple months of using it, and then I feel like the effects start to taper off. I had tried this product previously and I had the same experience. Like the first month or two of using it, I feel like leaving it on for half an hour to 45 minutes, it's just super, super nourishing, very gently clarifying, regenerating to the skin. And I would feel like in the couple days after using this, my skin just looked bright and healthy and nourished and happy. After like the first couple of months though, I was still leaving it on the same amount of time and it just wasn't really doing a lot. And then what ends up happening is that it dries out and it gets very difficult to spread on the skin. I'm not really sure what would mitigate that happening. I don't know, I don't think storing it in the refrigerator would really be a solution for that. As opposed to the Bean, which is a hero product from this past summer, this product is much more like thick right from the get-go. But like I'm saying, the first like couple months of using it, it's beautiful. So if you were to sell this in a smaller size, I think I would totally recommend it. But unless you're using this religiously once or twice a week, I think you're gonna have a hard time, which, I always have in mind, I'm like, all of us are just total skincare addicts. And I personally have like 8 masks in rotation probably because I'm crazy. It has like a cacao base. It has sort of one of those really earthy rose scents. I really like the scent. And I would actually say that this is a little bit more gentle than the Bean. I find the Bean to be a little bit more drying, and this is just more like, it's a little bit more moisturizing than the Bean, at least it was on me. So yeah, just keep the time frame of this product in mind. Hydrating Accelerator is like a green beauty cult classic. Like, who doesn't love that product? I really like that it comes in that small travel size bottle, which is plastic, so it makes it like a perfect travel hydrosol. Hydrosol is one of the products that I typically forego when I'm traveling because I am a recent convert to carry-on traveling. I splurged on one of the Away suitcases. I know it's like super basic, but I'm obsessed with it, and now I like exclusively do carry-on luggage. And toner is one of the first things that can't make it into my plastic bag, but I think I'm gonna actually pick up one of the Josh Rosebrook hydrating accelerators for my holiday travel. It smells like vanilla marshmallow. It's very atypical in scent. I feel like most toners and hydrosols are extremely botanical or floral or herbally, and this one is just, it feels like you're like dancing on clouds with Care Bears. That's like kind of the vibe that it gives. It's gorgeous. I found it to be, very nice for skin prep, moisturizing. I love that product. December 2016 ended up becoming one of my favorite skincare discoveries of, I guess, that year, or since I used it. It's hard when you're trying to adhere to like a calendar year. But it's the MUN Akwi cleanser. This was the hero product, and then the sidekick was one of the cleansing cloths, which at first I think was a limited edition cleansing cloth for the Beauty Heroes box, but they since came out and made these permanent, so you can buy these, I think, on the Beauty Hero shop or even on MUN's website. It's by the brand Aikiuchi, which is an organic Japanese textile manufacturer. I couldn't possibly like gush enough about this product. It's a beautiful first cleanse, it's a beautiful second cleanse. It's a true hero product, in my opinion, one of my favorites of the year. At the end, I haven't said this yet, but at the end I am going to recap kind of like my greatest hits from the year. This is definitely one of them. It's an extremely, extremely like elevated, gentle, purifying, refined cleansing experience. It's a sort of a very milky texture. It's very much like a creamy cleanser. I honestly really like it as a first cleanse, massaged in and taken off with a warm cloth. I really like it as a second cleanse and splashed off with water. It rinses clean, does not leave your skin tight. Really effective, extremely beautiful. Using this feels like simple luxury, not in a way that's like super fussy at all, but just so beautiful. It's like truly a beautiful skincare product. I have since had the pleasure of getting to connect a little bit more with the founder of this brand, Munemi. We had a long Skype meeting a couple of months ago now, so I've learned a lot more about her brand. I've been trying all of the range actually, I think. So I'm going to be having a MUN brand review coming up, hopefully before the holidays. I think I'm ready to review everything, but this is absolutely one of my favorite products from the line. The cloth is so beautiful. I typically use organic baby washcloths, like bamboo washcloths. This is like a next level cleansing cloth. It's really gentle, but really effective. I loved this box, definitely one of my favorite boxes of the year. Then we move into the first box of 2017 with Beauty Heroes. It's so much easier to talk about boxes that you love versus boxes that were like, that you didn't love. There were only a couple of items this whole year that just really didn't work for me. And unfortunately, the January 2017 box with Maya Chia was one of them. The hero product was the Maya Chia Super Couple, which is a face oil. I gave that away to a friend, I think like in the spring. So I haven't had that product in my life for a while. And then the sidekick was the Maya Chia Super Critical Chia Waterless Wonder Balm. This was, I think, a limited edition creation for the Beauty Heroes box. You can see I haven't really used it. Okay, Maya Chia is like one of my biggest heartbreaks, and I'll tell you why. I first saw an image of this brand probably like a year or a year and a half before they were featured in the Beauty Heroes box. I saw it on Beauty Bar's Instagram. I remember seeing it and I felt like the heavens parted and I was like, that looks like the most beautiful brand. I thought the branding was stunning. I was feeling so drawn to chia oil and I was just like so about it. And then I feel like the brand picked up so much traction in the green beauty space. I know a lot of other popular beauty bloggers wrote about it as like holy grail for them and how amazing it was. I had been like dying to try this brand. Enter Beauty Heroes featured January 2017 hero product. From the very first use, something about that face oil in me was like totally like out of sync and I don't know why or what it was. The scent really bothered me for some reason and it was just a total like energy or vibration mismatch. Let's put it on that. I gave it like a fair try. I tried it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks in the evening usually. I found it to be like fine. I didn't really find the effects to be anything special on my skin and the scent just started really, really bothering me. So I stopped using it. It just chalked it up to not a match for me. Heard a lot of great things about it though. I think particularly for people that maybe were having more active skin issues, I think it was quite helpful. Yeah, and I do think that it's, you know, obviously beautiful that Beauty Heroes was able to offer that product to the Beauty Heroes community because it was such a hyped product. The balm, I tried to even use this. It was too heavy for my face and I tried to use it up as like a hand balm and it just wasn't a match. I don't know. Let's move on. It always sucks to belabor things you don't love. So this is sort of a little hot mess express, but this is the February 2017 box. The hero product was the Osmia Night Body Oil, and the sidekick was the Osmia Lip Doctor. Am I blanking? Was there something else in this box? Kind of feeling like there was, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. I really liked the body oil. I thought it was totally fine. I think that body care products can be a little bit more of a challenge for Beauty Heroes members to get excited about for whatever reason, but I like the approach that Jeannie has now taken, for example, with the Line box where she's mixing a really, really beautiful body care product, the Activate Body Wash, with a skincare product. I think that sort of mixing is really, really nice. I liked this. I thought that I would use it at night as mixed with lotion as an emulsion. It had sort of a very layered, complex, grounded lavender scent, not kind of like your stereotypical lavender. It was definitely more nuanced than that. I love the brand. It's a women-owned business out of Colorado, I think Boulder. I use this like every single morning. This is like a daytime chapstick alternative for me, the Osmia Lip Doctor, and I use the Osmia Lip Repair for my evening lip needs, and really, really probably like my favorite, Osmia does my favorite lip treatment conditioning products. I really love Osmia's Black Clay Facial Soap. It's like totally a Hall of Fame product for me, and I'm using up one of her bar soaps, which I also like. How have I been recording for almost half an hour? Okay, March 2017, I don't have in my possession. It was the Innersense Hydrate collection. Receiving that box was like Christmas in March because it featured 4 full-size products from Innersense. I think the value of that box was like pretty incredible. It was the shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and hair oil, if I'm not mistaken. And it was all in their beautiful new packaging, like opaque white with gold branding. So pretty. The scent of those products was gorgeous. I loved it. It was sort of like a complex vanilla. Too heavy for my hair, unfortunately. I really wanted to use them, but every time I would use the shampoo, my hair would just be weighed down the next day. I have medium, fine, textured hair that's very persnickety, honestly, so I do a lot of trial and error with hair care products. The Innersense Pure Harmony shampoo is absolutely holy grail for me. I'm on like my 3rd bottle of it. It's always in my shower and I cannot be without it. But the Hydrate shampoo was too heavy. I ended up sending that box to my mother, who has very thick, coarse hair. I didn't really hear much about how people liked this box or if those products worked out for them. Innersense, again, I feel like every brand that Jeannie works with just has such nice people behind it. It's a married couple behind Innersense. They just seemed like so nice in the video interview that I remember watching. So love the brand. Unfortunately, that box just didn't work for my hair type. But if you have my hair type, you need to try the Pure Harmony shampoo because it's very, very good. Okay, April 2017 featured LILFOX, which is a brand I don't like saying LILFOX. I feel like a tween. I don't know. But it is a very whimsical, like fun brand. So I'm like kind of trying to be in the spirit. This box was unique to me in that the Sidekick ended up being my hero product and honestly like one of my hero products of the year, and it wasn't an immediate love. So the actual hero product is the Jungle Glow Rainforest Honey Enzyme Cleanser and Mask, and the Sidekick was the Cleopatra Restorative Milk and Honey Beauty Mask. Now, as you will see, unfortunately, the Jungle Glow did not work for me. Okay, this product smells so good. It's the person behind the brand, Madame Fox, I believe she goes by. I think her name's Alexis, is an aromatherapist. That's her background. Yeah, the scent of her products is very like prominent. My issue with this, and I tried it many different ways. I tried it in the shower. I tried it out of the shower. I tried it mixed with water and toner to soften the scrubbies in it, but I just really didn't like the experience of using it for some reason. I felt like the exfoliating particles in it they were too abrasive. It was uncomfortable to use, and I didn't really find the effect to be outstanding on me. It's a mix of mineral-rich Amazonian white clay, raw cacao, and maracuja oil, honey that has been sourced from like a very, very specific place in Hawaii, I believe. That was I don't know if that's right. It's sourced from like some specific rainforest. So that's where she sort of drew the inspiration from this product, was from this particular kind of honey that she got. I would love to hear if people ended up liking this. I really wanted it to work for me and I just couldn't really get behind it. Now, on the other hand, the Cleopatra mask, okay. I also tried mixing these. That didn't really do very much. I try like every way to get products to work. The first couple times I used this, I only left it on maybe 10 or 15 minutes because I don't like to start out leaving clay-based products on my face for a long time because, as I said, I'm normal and I can get sort of dry and irritated in my cheek area. In fact, I tend to honestly avoid masking on this area just because my skin is very thin there and prone to things like broken capillaries and such. So leaving this on for 10 or 15 minutes the first couple times I used it had very minimal discernible effect on my skin. And then one day I used it, I left it on, I think accidentally, for like 40 minutes. I'm sure that some of you can relate. You just like get caught up doing other things. And the effect was really good. So good. Both in terms of the immediate effect that I noticed, but then for like 2 to 3 days after, my skin was even, redness had been toned down, my skin was gently clarified. It was just so good. I continued to use up the rest of this in that fashion, leaving it on for anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, and I got the same effect. I think that there might be some sort of like fruit acid exfoliation in this that kicks in when you leave it on for that amount of time. A full size of this is $88 and it's on like my wish list. I might buy it for myself for Christmas or something. Probably in the top 5 masks I've ever used. So this is like one of my hero products of the year. It's really good. So kind of a funny box, right? Like the Real Hero product was kind of a miss for me, but the Sidekick was like one of my hero products of the year. Okay, we're making progress. May of 2017 featured a product that I was really excited to have other people try because this was one of my favorite beauty products of 2016. I had gone through a whole bottle, and it was the Max and Me Circle of Protection Body Oil. The sidekick to this month was a smaller size of Circle of Protection. The concept behind that was that you could take it with you on the go and kind of always have at your disposal a sort of self-care energy protection tool with you, or that you could give that small bottle to someone else and kind of like share the high vibes that this brand delivers. So I ended up gifting mine away, and I hope that the person that received it really enjoyed it. I probably have maybe this much of this bottle left. I find it very unique. It's quite sweet smelling. The one product I've tried that's somewhat reminiscent of this is actually Precious Skin Elixir's Citrine Body Oil that she came out with this fall. I'm actually not sure if that product is fully released yet, but that's a little bit of a more sort of grounded version of this. To me, this is very much like a sort of third eye crown chakra resonance. It feels so light and angelic and ethereal, and I really love it. I love Max and Tanya. I think they've created a very beautiful brand. The products are quite expensive, so for the Beauty Heroes community to get to try such a beautiful body oil, I think was really special. June 2017 box was a brand and products that were brand new to me, which is always extremely exciting, and it was the Hawaiian brand Honua. So these were co-hero products. It was the Aloha Youth Serum and the Olena or Olena Beauty Oil. These are both empty products for me. I used them both up. The Aloha Youth Serum was an emulsion type of serum, similar to something like Infiore Complex de Fleur. Yeah, just like a creamy emulsion. So I really liked it. I would use it in place of a hyaluronic serum before face oil. Kind of an interesting, unique herbal scent. The oil had a bit more of like a, yeah, kind of like a skunky, pungent scent actually. Like it was quite skunky, but my skin really liked these, especially for summer. The brand, as I said, is Hawaiian, so I think it's always important when you're assessing skincare to look to the sort of philosophy and perspective of the formulator to get a sense for when your skin might be a little bit more in alignment with their products. I would probably, if I were to buy one, it would probably be the Aloha Youth Serum, just because it's quite unique, and I liked the beauty oil, but probably not enough to purchase it myself, but I did really, really love the Youth Serum. Okay, July 2017 I thought was a really exciting box for a lot of people. It was another box with Josh Rosebrook. Beauty Heroes is often referred to as being psychic in terms of people needing a particular product and it showing up in a Beauty Heroes box, and I think that some of that is, you know, intentionally planned by them, like Honua, a Hawaiian skincare brand at the start of summer. Josh Rosebrook with his Nutrient Day Cream SPF 30 in July, when we all sort of are looking for a good, cleanly formulated physical sunscreen, which this is. So the hero product, as you can see, it's still in the box. I haven't used this one, but I had gone through a whole bottle in the old packaging of this. And the sidekick was the Vital Balm Cream. The packaging of this kind of like, I think it's like ceramic now, I love. I think it was definitely a nice transition to make into this packaging. Probably like the nicest, most user-friendly high quality, high functioning physical sunscreen from like an eco brand that I've ever tried. I prefer this to the Suntegrity Untinted, for example. I did a whole video demoing the two. This functions much more just like a regular moisturizer. In fact, I mean, if you're used to chemical sunscreens and you want to use a physical one, which is my personal preference, I do not use chemical sunscreens. I think it's a worthwhile investment. It is expensive, so I think a lot of people were super excited to get an $80 sunscreen in their moisturizer sunscreen in the box. The Vital Balm Cream, people were really curious about it. You can see how much I've used. I have been trying to use it up. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't like this product and I don't think I'm going to finish it. My skin, I shouldn't say I don't like it, my skin doesn't like it. I feel like it exacerbates inflammation in my skin and I don't know why. I really wanted to like it. The scent is, you know, I don't like love it, but I don't mind it. It was much too sticky and occlusive as like a leave-on moisturizer. What I ended up trying to do with it was use it as a multi-mask. Like if there were areas of my face where I wanted more of a moisturizing mask, if I was doing more of a drying mask, I would put this on. And I actually did that earlier this week. I had Lena Hansen Global Face Trio pretty much everywhere but my cheeks. And then I put this on my cheeks and under my eyes. And that part of my face was red for like 2 hours after, just like almost like it had drawn out heat in my skin from like an Ayurvedic or Chinese medicine perspective. Like my skin was just like flushed, not in a good way either. And I feel like I've actually developed more of that sensitivity to this product with using it. So not for me personally, but I adore, and I love most of Josh's products, honestly. Why is someone weed whacking right now? Or I think it's probably leaf blowing. The only downside with this, and I actually forgot to mention it with Akwi as well, the moon cleanser. It's very difficult to get residual product out of these bottles. Really difficult to get out. With my other Josh Rosebrook, I ended up like, I think I talked about this in my last empty skincare empties. It just took me like half an hour and a broken makeup spatula to get all the remaining product out, and there was still some I couldn't get out. That may be slightly alleviated with the product design change, the bottle change, but okay. August 2017 featured Mahalo's The Bean mask, and the sidekick was this mask application brush. So this is now, I think, my third jar of The Bean. I feel like I've talked about this product so much. I really like it. It was in a favorites video this summer. It was my favorite mask from this summer, probably. This and LILFOX Cleopatra were like, and Precious Skin Elixir Sterling Honey Polish. Those are pretty much the only masks I used this summer. I had used up a whole jar of this, and then it showed up in the Beauty Heroes box, which I thought was really exciting. One of the most like pleasant mask experiences, especially if you keep this in the fridge, which I highly recommend you do because it is, at least it was in my past experience, prone to growing mold in hot climates if you leave it unrefrigerated. But in the fridge, I've never had an issue. Out of the fridge, on your skin in the summertime, it's like a nirvana-like experience. It's so cooling. It feels like chocolate pudding on your face. It smells like dessert, and the effects are beautiful. Especially I found on my summer skin, I felt like it helped any excess oil I might be producing. It was quite balancing. It was exfoliating. It was brightening. It was sort of tonifying. I did see, I know everyone's kind of all abuzz, Mahalo is, I think, now being carried in Neiman Marcus. Congrats to Marina. I think that that's, you know, a really awesome step for her. You guys are gonna not be pleased with me, but I still haven't used this. It's been sitting like in a little jar in my bathroom, and I just like, I just haven't. Like, this out of the fridge is too stiff, I think, to put a brush into and spread around. So I might actually try and use this as like a foundation brush or something for makeup. I don't like putting masks on with brushes. I might be weird. Jeannie tried to sell me on this idea before the box even launched, and I was like, yeah, I'll try. I haven't tried, guys. It's like, I don't want to dirty a brush that I'm gonna have to then wash, and I like applying masks with my fingers, so I don't know what to say about it. I haven't used it. Okay, and then we come to the September 2017 box, so keep in mind This is a little bit more of a preliminary review of these products, but it is the Skin Owl Maqui Berry Beauty Drops as the hero product, and the Maqui Berry Beauty Whip is the sidekick. Now, I have only had these products since September, and I would like you to see how much of them I have already used. So this is half gone, and for a face oil, for me to have used like that much of a face oil in 2 months just goes to show how much I'm reaching for it. I love this box. I've been doing a fair amount of traveling this fall, and I have found this to be a perfect all-in-one travel skincare product because you could use the Beauty Whip as a mask on the plane. I use it as kind of like a serum moisturizer all-in-one. You could use it as a nighttime moisturizer over face oil. A lot of people seemed to have issues with the strong alcohol scent that was kicking off this product on the skin. I never even like really paid attention to it, and then when people started mentioning it, I was like, yeah, I guess I can smell it, but it hasn't bothered me really like at all. Which, to be honest with you, is very strange because I am extremely sensitive to like everything. Yeah, I can smell the alcohol for sure, but for some reason it doesn't bother me on my face. I don't know why. And I am someone that like literally is like every morning when I ride the train into work and I'm like smelling people's perfumes on them, I'm like spazzing. It's so bad. Yeah, it doesn't bother me in this. I really have no idea why. I really like this product. The Maqui Berry drops are beautiful. I really like that I have a face oil that's like an antioxidant without essential oils in it. This is just baobab oil is the base, and then the Maqui Berry is the antioxidant fruit oil that's in it. It's so moisturizing. It has a really nice spicy gingerbready kind of smell, but it's like a creamy gingerbread almost. You know, it's very different from the mangosteen drops, which so many of us love that product, and it has since been discontinued. If you want to hear all the backstory to that, you could watch the review I did of this. Oh my god, you guys, I almost want to ditch out on the elective boxes because this video is literally going to be an hour. Let's just power through, I guess. So I'll tell you about the 13th Beauty Discovery. They are doing another one of those this year. It'll drop like a record. They will be launching the 13th Beauty Discovery, I think the day after Thanksgiving. The 13th Beauty Discovery from last year, November through December 2016, was featuring Kahina, and it was the Moroccan Beldi soap. You could have gotten it in eucalyptus or rose, and it came with one of these exfoliating mitts. I was trying to remember what else it came with. It came with the Essaouira body serum, and then I also want to say that it came with Essaouira perfume sample, didn't it? I'm kind of blanking. I liked this okay. I ended up not using it how you're supposed to, which is it's like a whole process. You're supposed to put the soap on your body and let it kind of like soften, and then you're supposed to like buff it off with the mitt. I did that like a handful of times, and honestly the results were really nice, but I have actually quite sensitive skin on my body. I don't really have sensitive skin on my face, but my body skin is quite prone to like getting rashy and irritated. So I almost found this a little bit too intense on me. I actually liked it more on my lower half. It was a little bit too abrasive for my arms and like my torso and stuff. I ended up just using the soap as like a daily body wash. Yeah, it was nice. The rose was nice. I did hear that the eucalyptus was like a little bit overly medicinal for a lot of people, but this was a sort of a very beautiful, non-granny, real rose scent, which I really like. Essaouira, I really liked this. The other one that they do is Fez, which is more of like a spicy scent. Essaouira is, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I went through this like whole back and forth with how to pronounce it, and I am probably still not pronouncing it right. It's more like kind of green, grassy, bright. Okay, and then the two makeup boxes. We're gonna like fly through these. The Vapour box was last fall. I don't fully remember when, but it featured the Vapour Organic Beauty Stratus Soft Focus Primer, a deluxe sample of the Clarity Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil, and then the Aura Multi-Use Stick in Eros. These two products I really liked. This one did not end up really working for me. The primer I really like. I still am using this, and I actually think that this one is a little bit more universal for all skin types. The one in the stick form is really more for like normal dry skin types. I think that it's a really nice makeup primer. I mean, I'm not someone that really needs a primer for makeup control, but I do find like if I'm doing my makeup early in the day and I need it to last like through the evening, I'll definitely use this. I used it a lot in the summer to kind of keep makeup from wearing away and breaking up so much around this area. Redness reducing, it kind of cancels out discoloration on the skin. It's slightly brightening. I think it's really, really nice. I think Vapour does really nice foundations and primers for sure. This didn't, I really wanted it to work. That's the color. I don't know, you guys, blush is like such a trial and tribulation for me. This just pulled too warm on my cheeks, and I didn't find it to have a lot of like longevity on my lips, unfortunately. So the color didn't work. I didn't like love the formula, to be honest. I really liked the face cleanser so much that I would consider totally buying like a full size of this to have in my cleansing arsenal. Ooh, man, those oils have gone off at this point. It smells very plasticky, but yeah, I used this up in like 2 weeks probably, and it was really, really nice. Okay, we're almost there. I'm like really, wow. I don't remember the other retrospective I did being so tiresome. I'm not sure that there were the same elective boxes in the last one I did. So the Au Naturale box featured the powder blush in Pink Champagne, an eyeliner, I think this is in the shade Cocoa, a lip cream in the shade Hero, and a roll-on eyeshadow. The name has come off. I'm sorry, I don't remember. This came out sometime in the spring, I think. Okay, so from this box, 2 of these products I like literally love and use all the time, and 2 of them were slight misses. I use this blush literally all the time. I'm wearing it today. I am totally obsessed with it. If you heard what I just said about the Vapour blush, blush is an exceedingly difficult product for me to wear and to get right because my skin just has complicated undertones. It does not oxidize on me. It does not pull too warm. I don't mind the dispenser at all. I usually just pump some onto my hand and then swirl my brush in it. It's almost like the grown-up version of NARS Orgasm from a really nice eco brand with great ingredients. I personally have been someone that really dislikes powder mineral makeup, so I love this. It makes it so much less messy, and if this were in like a sifter jar, I think I may not like it as much. Total, like one of my favorite products of the year. And then the eyeliner in Cocoa I also use all the time. I'm wearing it on my lower lash line today. Smudged in, has great longevity. It's like a gel pencil, sharpens really well. These I haven't gotten a lot of use out of. This color, the lip color, doesn't look fantastic on me. It's actually a little bit too vampy. The formula is quite strange too. I can't remember if they sort of marketed this as like a liquid lipstick. It's more like a lip cream. It doesn't dry down at all, but I would be curious in other colors of these, because like the formula I think is intriguing and has like kind of a nice light fruity scent. It was quite pleasant on. The color just doesn't suit me that well. And then the eyeshadow, I will say, while I really like the dispensing mechanism of this, the rollerball eyeshadow was like not really my favorite. Swatches of all of those if you want to see. Because of the rollerball and the way that I wear eyeshadow, I'm probably not gonna like roll this on my eyelid. I would actually like this as a lower lash line color more, but it's a little unwieldy to try and roll on the lower lash line, and I don't know, the color is really quite pretty though. So I think we did it. And I feel like I really powered through from like May 2017 on. I was just like, oh my God, we gotta get through this. This might break a record for a longest video on my channel. Okay, we're not actually fully done because I will close out by telling you my hero products of the year. Uma hair oil, so good. MUN Akwi, LILFOX Cleopatra, Josh Rosebrook Nutrient Day Cream SPF 30, and I can't pick just one of these, but I am gonna say the Skin Owl box I love these products so much, and I know that it's a little preliminary to say that. Au Naturale Pink Champagne and Au Naturale Cocoa Eyeliner. I mean, and the thing is, like, so many of these products I've loved for a while, you know, like Circle of Protection and the Bean. But as far as like my standouts for the year, I think that those are my true hero products and favorite discoveries. If you are still here at the end of this video, you are my favorite person. Like, wow. I really hope this video was useful. Like, and it's funny, like on the heels of doing this video, I'm prepping to review the November Beauty Heroes box, which is literally like blown me out of the water. I'm so excited to do this review. It was a brand new discovery for me. I'm so excited to review it. I mean, we'll see how it fares over the year, but oh my goodness, so many good things in store for Beauty Heroes with the year to come. I do always have a link down below in the monthly review videos that I do to subscribe. And if you are a Beauty Heroes member, you always get 15% off your order in the shop for buying anything or replenishing any of your favorite products. I would love to hear in the comments what some of your favorite boxes or products from the year were. If you're a Beauty Heroes member, anything that you would like to see in the year to come, any sort of like product category you really wish they would branch out into. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye.